Hello.
Hello.
Right, we're live. Hello, everybody. Yes. Give me a yes. YouTube gaming, real gamers. Ayo, yes sir. Whoa, too many handsome gamers.
Love HQ.
I miss HQ. I miss book clubs.
Yes,
What a
yes.
lifetime
Gotta
ago.
get it going again.
Thank you HQ for the sub. And I thank goodness the notification popped up over us this time.
Oh,
and,
perfect.
And the sound played, which
Yeah,
there we go.
We didn't hear
I
it
don't
though.
know. Yeah, I was gonna say it's the Yamate.
I was gonna say you're the one that hears it all the time and screams whenever it goes.
Well, it's not me screaming anymore. It's Aharen doing like her little pistol thing, YouTube anime, you know what I mean? And the sound is Yamate Kudasai.
Of course it is.
I couldn't think of another sound, so that was
the go-to. That was your go-to sound of all the sounds out there.
Yeah. All of the stream information is correct, right? Yes. Give me thumbs. Okay, good. All right, cool. I can just do everything from OBS. I don't have to go into like this like YouTube YouTube studio. Damn, he looks like a cute grandma.
I'm looking like a grandma right now because I'm hiding my not finished bleached hair.
I was gonna say you're like one of those old white grandmas that just like dye their hair because like they gotta stay young. So
yeah, that's exactly what we're going for right now.
Oh shit! All right, well, intros. I gotta sneeze.
Go ahead, Chinn.
Okay, the sneeze went away. But hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Senpai Talk Show on YouTube. Of course, this is our fourth stream on YouTube. Last week we did not have the wonderful Manga Mama Pari because
the stream sucked last week.
She was doing adult shit, and we simply were not. so we went and talked about the anime that we thought sucked, and or we thought that was started good and then ended badly. But yeah, without further ado, above me over here, we have Mr. Dance on TikTok, give recommendations himself, live out your romantic fantasies with.
Has skits too. I love his skits.
Yeah, he had the skit. He had the skit the other day.
The dancing is back in full swing though on TikTok.
It is. I've been back in my creative juices, back in my swing the past I don't know. I think it's been a good three weeks, maybe a month now. I've been back to like regularly making content and putting it out there and not feeling forced to do it. I'm enjoying it. So
the people have noticed.
Appreciate it. And then down below me, this way, because the camera always messes me up. This way, we have that beautiful melanated man that's looking like someone's grandma right now, trying to stay young.
Yeah. Obasa.
Kumar Sutra.
We are going blonde. We did the first step 2 days ago, so it looks orange. It looks almost like AK's hair, like Chinn said, but not.
We're just trying to be the AK Chinn version too.
Yeah, right.
But now,
that should be
for those
cosplay.
of you that haven't seen the Discord, I am being Nanami and Dolphy for Anime NYC. So we decided why not just go blonde too if I'm being blonde characters for the cosplaying this year at Anime NYC. So this is what we're going for. Yes, AK, let's see it. It's what we go. It's what we're working with.
It's
very
literally looks like AK.
That is literally like very close to the color of AK.
It's very healthy. So
she said being Nanami. No, that's all you, AK. We gotta do like a tally to see how many times AK gets stopped each day for her Nanami cosplay.
I think she's gonna do great.
I'm gonna put a hard guesstimate Friday and Saturday each day. She's gonna get stopped at least 25 times. At least 25 times each day.
We got stopped. Not we. AK got stopped when she was in her Tamari costume last Anime NYC 4 times before we even got into like the into the venue.
Into the con.
Yeah. So it's definitely gonna be up in the 20s. Has to be.
It doesn't look bad. It looks good.
We're saving best for last, and of course, like Chinn said, we have Manga Mama Pari back tonight.
Part hairdresser.
Yeah, she's filling in as a hairstylist this week for me. But she, if you guys aren't aware, she's gonna be Croco Mom for Anime NYC. That's her big cosplay, right? You're only doing one cosplay, right?
Yep, just doing one, and my
Crocodile!
crocodiles 3D hook
Excuse me.
got printed. So now I'm just waiting for it to get delivered. It looks super good, so I'm super stoked. And yeah.
Awesome.
And then also our goal with him is we're gonna go platinum after we get to blonde, because why not? Because all the dark skinned melanin characters with the white hair, we have to try it. We're already gonna go to that many
You gotta
levels.
cosplay Archer next.
Was he not that?
Oh, that's an idea.
That was literally the idea, to have Kumar do that before you started dating, to have him cosplay as Archer.
That's a great idea.
Every single convention, like
that.
Yin Yang
He would eat
production
it up.
days.
He would eat it up.
Yin Yang
Oh my
production days
God.
was
I
just
gotta
in the
find-
bone
love
of
it.
Gotta
my
find-
soul.
Red leather trench coat, whatever the fuck he wears.
You can order it right off Amazon.
No, it's all black leather first, and then you have a red outside.
Yeah, so you're just gonna be sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. But yeah,
yeah.
we're glad you guys are here. We're on YouTube. We're on this YouTube thing. We're streaming. We'll probably go back to Twitch when it comes to like little games we do amongst ourselves in the Discord to get you guys, integrated. I think we have a good one for next week that AK suggested. It sounds fun to do. But this week, tonight, on YouTube, we are streaming our 2022 fall anime because the season is stacked, and we'll see how how our first impressions are holding up to the shows we're watching.
Actually, before we get to that, we're gonna do a quick little anime draft of sorts. So here we go. Everybody gets two draft picks. Anime openings. I'll go last because I picked the topic. So, Kumar, you want to go first? You want to get the first overall draft pick of the anime openings?
Wait, we're drafting.
Wait, what are you
Real
talking
quick,
about?
two. Just pick two.
From
No,
this
you
season
well,
or-
pick one. Then it goes to Pari. Then it goes to Chili, and then
Wait,
it'll come
just
back
for
to
this
me.
season or in general?
Just in general. Anime openings. Kumar gets the first pick.
This is for next week? I'm typing away. So
Anything.
Anime openings, my first pick gotta be Bluebird, baby.
Bluebird. All right. Bluebird. Okay, I can respect that. Perry, the second overall pick.
Tokyo Ghouls.
Yeah, you don't even know it. You don't even know it. That's crazy. You don't even know the name.
Crazy. Yeah, that is kind of crazy. That it was just like, it's just like that one.
This is sprung on me.
All right, Chili.
Smile bomb.
That's a good one.
All right.
I was thinking about that. I'm going to go with Crying for Rain, Domestic Girlfriend.
Okay.
All right, Kumar, back to you. Your second and final pick.
Damn, second and final pick.
Yeah.
This is only OPs, right?
Yep. Yo, tell
I gotta
Tucker to chill.
diversify. Oh, what am I even talking about here? I gotta stay tried and true to Samurai Champloo. We gotta go.
I knew it. I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Come on now. What am I doing? R.I.P. Nuhabes. Anyways.
Good pick.
Yep.
I will do
Respectable.
Crybaby Hero.
Oh, Tokyo Revengers. Okay, respectable.
That's a good one.
That's a
Crossing
Gen Z
field.
pick right there.
Oh, he's at Crossing Field?
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Gotta get
SAO?
my SAO.
Oh,
Of course.
man. I want to go with two,
Lisa
but
never
like...
misses.
Kyoran Hey Kids, but Noragami, opening two.
Noragami, yeah.
Yep, that one.
Okay.
That one's a banger.
Speaking
That
of,
one's...
Did they is there any news? Is that continuing?
Nah, we're never
Like,
getting it. We're never getting.
I totally
Noragami
forgot about
season
that
3.
show.
Never coming back.
Yeah,
That's
we're never
crazy.
getting Noragami season 3, but is one of the all-time great openings. But
One of
alright.
the all-time great memes too when he's just sliding down the slide.
Oh yeah. But yeah, we're never getting it. But what we will be getting into, here we go. Woo, we are going into our 2022 fall anime first impressions. So, starting off.
Hi, Pete.
What's up, Pete?
What do you say, anime?
Pete.
Make sure you guys, because
Oh,
we are
shit.
on YouTube. Make sure you throw. What do you say, anime?
Shit.
A sub on YouTube.
Yes.
They are also. an anime podcast.
Oh, and what was it? Also on Amazon. Oh, what did you?
I mean, they're on
what did you
Spotify, but
tweet?
you could literally
Yes.
rewatch their.
Spotify, Amazon Music, I think.
Amazon Music.
I think
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Sora, what's up?
Sora Sensei, what's going on?
Oh, Riri for modern. That is fantastic. The erased opening. That shit is a banger.
I don't think the Bleach opening hits, to be honest.
For this season?
Yeah, I think the
doesn't.
animation of it looks great, but the music isn't hitting.
I think a lot of people like it.
I think the OST is hitting. I don't think the intro hits as hard. The OST, like all the remakes of the old music being like subtly in the background, I'm fucking loving it. I'm like, all right,
this,
but yeah.
This
So,
opening draft is for next week?
huh? No, I'm
What are
just
we-
talking.
I don't
Just
know.
the
This-
opening
this-
draft. We turn it into some TikTok shit.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I just
okay.
wanted to throw this shit on you guys. All right. So Bleach. What do you got? What's your first impressions? I'll go last because
I'm not
we
watching,
already
so
know-
I
we already
will
know my first
abstain.
impressions.
We are watching, but he's never seen any of the prior Bleach
Oh, fuck.
anything.
This guy.
Oh,
So I'm constantly like, we'll
This
pause.
motherfucker. He's like, oh my
think
god.
about the society, and it's actually
Yo, I know these things.
Yeah.
I just don't know these things because I haven't watched. But I know literally
who is this
everything
white dude
about.
that's all chained up?
Somebody clip that. Somebody
Yeah.
clip that. This man just said, "I know these things, but I don't know these things."
Yeah, I know these things, but I don't. I can explain. Like I knew what the Soul Society was. I know what Hueco Mundo was, even though I've never seen Bleach. I knew what the Arancars were. I knew the Espadas. How there's fucking whatever.
and I just
six
had to
or
explain. I'm like,
13
oh, this character is this.
No,
this
I knew that
character-
already.
No, you didn't.
I did. I can be like, oh, that's his buddy. He's a Quincy. Blah blah blah.
Yo, Kumar, fake Bleach fan. That's crazy.
Lies. We've had to pause multiple times so I can give a history lesson.
No, she did that on her own.
He's like, wait a minute. What is that green little baby coming out of the sky crying Ichigo, huh?
No, he did ask that.
No, I knew that
said-
was.
he said,
Motherfucker,
"That's
that
wrong,
is like
sir."
that
I
is
said,
one
is
of like
that
the best
girl? Sure,
characters.
sure, yeah.
I said yes. She's technically a Espada.
I knew she was in a spot. I didn't know she got turned into a baby. I knew who
Don't
she
give
was.
this man that
I knew
much
she a waifu.
Yeah,
Come
don't
on,
give
man.
him a Wumar. That's a Lumar. That is a Lumar.
But we are watching it, and as per usual,
what'd you think?
Ichigo's amazing. I love him.
Yeah.
Animation is. I always wanted to hear him say Bankai. I was kind of hoping.
Oh,
that
He said it in the first episode.
Yeah, but he did say it in the latest
Um,
episode. So I feel like they took that.
Die.
But I feel
They
like
did
so
cut it
I
out.
love him. I think. Well, who does this? Is it Mappa?
No, it's Studio Pier. It's right
Oh,
there.
it's Studio Hero.
Piero.
I feel like they definitely took notes from Trigger in terms of lighting because they use a lot of highlight lighting that like Studio Trigger is very well known for. You see it like in the magenta, especially in Hueco Mundo, where they're using a lot of like bright
Like
blue
purples
highlights.
and stuff. too.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
I think that's interesting and it works really well with the Bleach aesthetic. It actually highlights and brings out more of the art style that is Kubo's.
Yeah.
So that's something I noticed. I don't know if you guys noticed it as well. Like I think they got inspired.
Yeah. I didn't know. I didn't think that it was inspired because I wasn't. I was just like in awe. Like I literally when the first episode was leaked, we came back from the shoot with Rob and the first episode leaked. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna watch it. And I went live on like TikTok, just like reacting while watching it, and people were like, yo, what the hell is this? I'm like, yo, it's Bleach. I'm like, this is crazy. Had like 500 people just like chilling there, like watching Bleach. I'm like, yeah, like we're all in here. YouTube don't, Bleach, Studio PR, like don't come at me. Come on now. I was just trying to watch. I was just excited. All right. The thing I found interesting was that his what was it? His Getsuga Tensho in the first episode was yellow. I was like, yo. I'm like, what the? I'm like, it's always been blue, and they changed it to yellow. Remember when Piero beat Kyohei? I mean, yes.
I'm still upset about that, Pete.
I mean, yeah, you can stay mad, but all right. But yeah, like Bleach had the first episode, 20 out of 10. Second episode stayed with the energy. Third episode was like apparently controversial because they cut out like some stuff from the manga, but apparently it's going to be in the fourth episode. So I'm not sure how. I'm not sure how they are ordering things, but it's not going exactly to what the manga is. Like they're obviously skipping some stuff or pushing stuff around. But when Baz B came out in episode 3, my goodness, what was it?
Baz
Whatever.
B, is that a rapper?
Baz B. That was one of the
Is that
the
Bobby?
Stunrater. Yeah.
The
But yeah,
Raiders.
yeah, but Basby, he came out and just like pieced up an entire spoilers. He pieced up an entire division by himself. But I won't say how. But yeah, I would.
How are you liking the season so far? It's what 4 episodes in?
I think especially for Bleach fans, it does the Bleach fandom a lot of justice.
Yeah.
This is what they were waiting for: the animation, the art style, the voice acting, and the story. It's fulfilling it. It's
Yeah.
definitely.
Didn't you say you did not? You're not the biggest fan of this arc though, in general, like just.
I think anything past the Aizen is just.
I think.
Kubo's not known for his writing.
But so like the thing is like this arc, it's like it is really good, but then at like kind of in like the same sense, like it was rushed in the manga. Like you don't like you'll see the length of some fights and then some of the bigger fights that you wanted. Like realistically, this arc, its main issue in the manga was that there were some things in it that suffered from like just timing wise, I guess, and like budget.
Maybe
Like
that's
that.
why, 'cause I'm like, I remember parts, but I don't remember enough of it to like have had an impact.
Yeah, like one of the things, was just like obviously some of the fights were like cut short in the manga, whereas now that we've seen episodes 1 through 3 or 1 through 4, I don't remember, but they're actually extending out a lot of the fights, so that's what Bleach fans want, and they are delivering. And if they had to cut out a meeting where they're like, oh my gosh, who is attacking us, and then get right into them getting attacked, that's it. Like that's all you want. It's a sacrifice that needs to be made then. But yeah, I would highly recommend Bleach.
Living up to the type.
Yeah.
Chili, how are you on your read through? Because you stopped watching the Bleach anime and started to reading the manga, right?
I'm doing like a hybrid. Watch some episodes, read some of the manga.
Isn't it so much prettier in the manga though?
Yes, and I also thought it was just gonna be an easier binge, like watching it, and it just wasn't. Like I found myself like, all right, let's get somewhere. Like
Classic shonen.
That's definitely classic shonen, like in the 90s and 2000s, like
where
shit.
they pull everything out as long as they can.
So I started reading it and then watching. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know what chapter I'm on, but I'm past, Aizen's whole like, oh, I'm dead. Huh, just kidding, I'm not. Like I'm past that.
I'm
like,
actually like one of the strongest villains. Haha. Like okay,
Yeah.
sick, bro.
So I am excited to catch up and watch, but I don't know how fast it's gonna happen.
You'll be pleasantly surprised. Yeah, no doubt it is,
Yeah.
because Chili hasn't watched it because he's still catching up, and then Kumar also has not watched it, but he's watching this. But this man dyed his hair to be like Ichigo.
He knows these things, but he doesn't.
Yo, my
know
hair
these
is
things.
kind of like the color of the fucking orange in this fucking picture.
Yep. Our strawberry
Big fan
boy.
right here. Bleach, literally, but
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right, moving on. So, Spy Family.
love.
Banger.
It's living up to the hype. You know what I mean? Like Spy
We get
Family.
the dog. We finally
Yeah.
got the dog, and then their family could do any little shenanigan. They could just go grocery shopping, and I would have to sit down and watch. I think that's the show I'm like most like. Is Spy Family out yet? Just because it's so wholesome and pleasant. So season 2 is amazing.
Bro, the
The
dog
last,
could just
the
say
last
pork.
episode was hilarious
He laughs
with
every
your
time.
cooking.
Every time the dog
Oh
says
my
pork,
God.
I die. It's so funny. Borf. Borf.
Yeah,
That's
it's. I feel like this is one of the ones on our list that's gonna go. We're gonna do it really quickly because we all just share the same opinion. It's
Yeah.
a banger.
Agreed.
It's,
10 out of 10.
it's one of the
Easy.
shows you look forward
Easy.
to each week coming out. Like
Facts.
the last episode with your cooking the meals
Oh,
and
so
everything.
good.
Like, and it's all stuff that I've read already because I'm caught up with the manga, but like seeing it animated is
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah. That's it.
And
That's
then
it.
it's
A
also
banger.
they have really good comedic timing in the episodes. Like when the
Yeah.
people would eat her food and then they would just flash to them being on the floor. It's like
No, her brother eating his food and throwing up while he's eating it and like
Oh,
enjoying
yeah.
it, fucking hilarious. So funny.
And
That
Because
was
not
the
all
fact is-
animes can do a good job at having comedic time. Like because manga panels are so sharp and contrasting. Like that comedic timing will always get you in a manga, but in an anime, sometimes they drag it on too long or they mistime it. But Spy Family so far has been hitting it.
All right,
Agreed.
moving on.
Banger. Must watch.
Must
Mob
watch for
Psycho
sure.
3.
Still
Mob
feel like-
Psycho season 3. I didn't watch the most recent episode, but
Same.
Oh.
So our plan, because we'll get to another
Fire.
show that we're binging, but our plan, because Pari has not watched any of Mob Psycho, she's gonna binge probably through the previous seasons till we get to this season, because that's what she's doing for Golden Kamuy right now, and we're almost done with season 3 to get to season 4 this season.
Too.
We're on season 3. You're blowing through it.
But that's that way. I get that way. But then he was like, "We have all these seasonals to watch," and I was like, "But we're watching Golden Kamuy."
But yeah, I haven't
Pari's
watched
like an
the
addict.
most recent episode either, Chinn,
Golden
but
Kamuy.
it's Mob Psycho.
So good.
It's-
Let's chill Golden Kamuy at the end. 'cause
Damn,
I
that
have
already
a
said
lot of
mid-psycho.
thoughts on it now.
Where's Pete? Pete's gonna come in here swinging.
I know.
Mob Psycho's a bang. The most recent episode, like shit is about to pop off in the next episode. Like it built it up so well. Like
Yeah.
you know the next episode. Like you're gonna end that episode. You're gonna watch it, and you're gonna get to the end, and you're gonna be like, oh shit, like it's about to
Yeah.
go down.
Like Mob Psycho,
It's
it's
fantastic.
just like it's a fun watch. Like it's not
yeah.
something that you like, obviously you're not gonna take it like all that seriously because it's like it's like comedy and it's just you can just like easily watch it and then laugh at some moments and then be invested into like Mob's development and then you're kind of wondering where all these all the characters, like what are their affiliations and stuff like that. But yeah. So
All right, just get blown away by the crazy fucking action that they throw in.
Yep.
Like,
yeah, and then the explosions.
And watching his percentage like slowly go up.
Yeah.
Like something
Yeah.
will happen and you'll see the numbers tick up like doo, doo, doo. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like
This is literally like the definition of like this anime would be like, you know how in more recent anime like they dim the screens now when it's flashing to avoid like people like hurting people with like
Yeah.
epilepsy. Like
Yeah.
this is the anime for that. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, all right, moving on. Chainsaw Man. All right.
Ooh, okay.
Sorry.
I feel like this one we might get into some controversy possibly.
Let's talk about it. So obviously they said on a different podcast, I don't want to name it, but they said that this was the greatest first episode of all time, which is the most cap thing I've ever heard.
Not even close.
You said you were like in your TikTok, you were like, I respect his opinion. Like, nah, bro. Like there are some opinions that just like don't deserve to be respected. Literally, like somebody commented on my TikTok too. They were like, so what? Like it's an opinion. It can't be wrong. And I was like, there are a lot of opinions that can be very wrong. Shout out to Kanye because his opinions are fucked up and like man should just be canceled. Like whatever.
Yeah.
That's a topic for a different type of stream. We're talking about anime here. But opinions can be wrong. Like
This is true.
Like
This is true.
throughout history, opinions start fights. One side is wrong, one side's not. So like,
Wait, so is that your opinion? You don't like the?
No,
first-
I
We're just
like
saying-
it. I liked it. Did I think it was the
best
best,
thing
the
since
best
bread?
fucking first episode of all time? It's not the best first again, like what I said in my TikTok. It's not the best first episode in this entire season. So, like. Whatever. Shut. Yo, don't take that out of context, all right?
Chin. Cancel Chin.
Yeah.
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 No,
but,
I agree with Chin. It's that podcast, whatever it was, that dude saying it was the greatest first episode in anime history. Like, if you think that is the greatest first episode in anime history, I assume you've seen 5 to 10 shows.
that's what
Like,
AK and I said. We're like, it might be the greatest first episode that you've seen if you've watched 5 anime. But
'cause
like,
I think I could name like 10 shows that had way better first episodes than
I can
that.
name 3 shows
Was it
in this
good?
list that are better
Was
than
it
that.
good? It was, yes, it was a very, very good first episode. I was pleasantly surprised because I was like, all right, we're gonna see how they do with this, CGI and this and that. But I thought it was a very good episode.
Yeah.
I think it set up the world well.
Yeah.
Kind of the way they're dealing with everything, and since then it's gotten better.
Yeah.
The
I love the third
animation in the
episode.
most recent episode was way better than the first episode. Way
Oh,
cleaner.
that one?
Yeah, and the bat fight.
But I mean, I'm
Power.
enjoying it so far. I'm waiting to see where it goes because I've heard pacing becomes an issue. But I've been enjoying it so far.
Yeah,
Fair.
yeah. Again, same thing.
Because you and Chinn have read the manga, right?
Yeah.
I've
you read the
I have
manga?
not read the manga. I have
okay.
I have chapter 1, but have I read it? No, because I'm reluctant.
I think how the anime is, I didn't hear the opinion about the whole first episode is like the best first.
It's like from
So without that opinion, like clouding my thoughts, I truly thought like, oh, it was actually a really incredible episode in terms of animation, trying to get people in, especially if you know nothing about Chainsaw Man. They were able to hook you for sure because
Yeah.
he's an interesting character. Hoshida's adorable, and then to see the, like you said, the world that they set up,
Yeah,
and then how he's gonna start to take it on. I think it only gets better because then you get to meet Power, and then you get to see
I was the
more
best
of
character. in the
Denji
show.
as like his motivations, which are very like single sourced. But there's a lot that's unfolding. However, they're doing it in a way that currently the pacing is good. But however, in the manga, I feel like how this manga and this anime is similar to Demon Slayer, where the anime is so much more beautiful and honestly better than the manga. I feel like Chainsaw Man is doing the same thing. Where
I feel like that's a hot take because I feel like everyone that brings up a manga panel like just shows like a Chainsaw Man, like as in recent memory.
it's beautiful. There's some scenes in there that I absolutely love. But
Is Chainsaw Man the
every
one with like
scene
the
of anime has
astronauts?
been beautiful.
Yeah, the one with the astronauts.
I
Yeah.
like picture the astronauts with their like legs coming out of the moon.
Yeah,
Stuff like that. Oh,
there's a
okay.
lot of really cool trippy scenes, but with how they've animated it, I think they'll only be able to take it to a more realistic, more beautiful level than the manga could. It is a hot take for me because I genuinely love manga way better. But there's a
Sure.
couple instances like Demon Slayer and now Chainsaw Man where I think their animation takes the cake as the best medium form to convey the story.
I mean, same thing with AOT.
I think that's fair.
AOT. 'Cause,
AOT
like,
too. AOT
The art,
is
the art style in
animation.
AOT is kind of crazy looking.
Yeah,
like
that manga. That
Same-
manga
same
art
thing-
is kinda
I
whack.
used to think with Bleach, for example, I thought
Yeah.
like, oh, the anime doesn't even come close to how beautiful the manga is, but now we're actually getting into animation that can
Yeah.
better represent the story.
yeah,
So-
arguably too with Hunter
It's
x
strong with
Hunter.
the field.
Because like
Yeah.
the manga has like paragraphs in Hunter x Hunter. It's like
Yeah,
there's a
that
lot,
one's
there's a lot of
really-
paragraphs in Hunter x Hunter.
That one I'm
Uh,
excited to see get
yeah.
animated.
I think for the most part though we're all enjoying what Chainsaw Man is presenting because it's fairly like any other kind of.
Is that
Shonen
the
Showdown.
YouTube the
No, it's
YouTube
the
star
Shonen
Shonen
Showdown.
Showdown? That's
Wow.
crazy.
Wow, you know what's crazy?
Yo.
I said the word shonen and he appeared. That was wild.
That's crazy. I'm surprised you didn't summon him with like
If you
like
say it,
like
Shonen
One
three
Piece.
times.
Yeah,
It was,
say shonen 3 times in the fucking
Yeah.
in a
In the
PC
mirror.
monitor and shonen appears in your
And then
channel.
Rob's gonna show up in his One Piece Jehovah's Witness outfit, just
Yeah.
staring at you.
But yeah, I think we're all enjoying Chainsaw Man, and looking forward to where it goes. But so far so
Yeah.
good. I'm enjoying the fun, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people
Yeah,
just being the most freakishly thirsty people ever whenever they see Makima on the screen. Like,
Oh,
bro,
yeah.
people were posting the screenshot of her when she was like sitting down on the bench, and you
Oh,
can't
just-
even see
oh, yeah.
anything because the bench is like dark, her pants are dark, and people are like, "Oh my God, Mappa blessed us." That it's like, bro, you can't see anything. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
They're like, oh my god. There was like one thing from like the first episode. They were like, oh my gosh, like they took away like the cheeks of Makima and like they threw it on somebody else, and I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what? I'm like,
Oh, Chili, now that you bring up that scene though, I
like, is
do
this true?
wish that
Let
they
me
showed.
rewind.
I do wish that they showed. I don't know why they. I don't know if it was from the manga panel, like verbatim of how that scene was, but I wish they showed like Denji and Power fighting because I do like that relationship, just the sibling kind of bickering. So
Yeah.
they're funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
power best girl though.
yeah,
Agreed.
Even though she doesn't wash her ass, but
Yeah. Oh,
That's
also shout out to
crazy.
Power's voice actress because she's hilarious. She's like every
Yeah.
time she screams or laughs, I'm just like, this is funny. This is a very funny
Yeah.
character. I
But
like
yeah,
this character.
Chainsaw Man, it's been good so far. It's been living up to, I guess, whatever expectations I had.
Yeah.
And episode 3, I bonded with Denji a little bit more because his motivation is to touch boobs.
Very straightforward.
All right, My
It's a
Hero the
stoner
6th
boy.
season.
I am
This
not
might
watching,
be my
so I
Hero's
will
best
abstain.
season, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, the first couple episodes have been really, really good so far. And obviously, they needed to be good because the last season left like a very
aside from Shigaraki's backstory.
yeah, like a very
Let's be honest though.
empty pit.
Why is this an amazing season so far?
Because of Miracle! Let's go!
Miracles, that's why.
That's true. That is
100%.
true.
Because like even reading those manga panels where she is getting wrecked, I was like, "Go Miracle!" Like you never get to see this, especially for
I
like
did not.
any
Does it
kind
look
of
messy?
women, female characters who are like battling. They will like usually get a couple stars. She's getting wrecked and she's still going. And then I didn't say anything because I didn't want to give anything away. And so he's watching the anime and he's like, "She's getting beat up. Like she's getting chopped up." And
What I really like
arm
about
literally got
Miracle,
twisted
because they
off.
literally show, like, you only saw her in like that a couple scenes in what the past season or whatever, but just from her few battle scenes and the way she talks about herself and how she views life, like in her fights, like she's already
It's awesome.
she's probably one of my favorite characters even before just being biased to how she looked. So yeah, Mirko's really putting on
Alright.
for the My Hero characters for sure.
I'll read
Hey, what's
the
up,
I'll
Pat?
read the latest chapter. Wait, can I look at it without reading the latest chapter and like laugh at it and not like be spoiled? Because like some of My Hero is also one of the mangas that what we were talking about where like the animation I think will do it justice better because like a lot of My Hero's manga panels are very cluttered. Like there's a lot of visual noise going on because they want to show like pieces of the ground coming up, blood, all the details in like somebody's arm. And like for one of the instances, this isn't a spoiler, but like Sun Eater, the one of like the the big three of the UA, he like one of his abilities is like super detailed in the manga, but like because it's so detailed, you can't see what's going on. Like there's too much going. Like they tried to put too much detail into it, and because of that, it looks just like I just drew a lot of lines on a paper. So I think this also would be better animated. But I've liked the first couple
yeah,
episodes
the
of
whole
this.
fight thing too. That's
Yes,
honestly, this is
that was
go
way
ahead.
more emotional than when I read it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like,
Exactly.
oh fuck. I'm like twice is
because
like yo,
when
he's
you
for
told
his
me
people.
like get into My Hero, and I was like, and I like finally picked up the manga and got into it. Once I hit Shigaraki's backstory, I was like, okay. And then once I hit this arc, I was like, this is gonna be incredible. And now that we finally get to see it animated, and they're actually living up to it in terms of animation, storytelling, and then bringing the impact.
Mhm.
Yeah, I so far am I whenever you put on My Hero, I was kind of in the background doing something else. But
Yeah.
no, this is the season I'm actually
this is
sitting
the
and
season.
diligently watching.
It's just
I'll
just
catch up
very
to My Hero eventually.
I was gonna say it's just very unfortunate that you have to grind through the last season to get to here. But yeah, I would just read the last season to be honest. Like I wouldn't even
Say
bother.
Wumar.
like the music.
Yeah, really.
The music in the Twice scene really hit, or like the sound effects. I'm like this whole soundstage of the whole Twice Hawks in the last or in the 2 episodes ago. But like in the last season, I can't really remember any like soundstage that really hit hard. So I would definitely just go read the last season so you can go through it fast. All right, next.
Gotcha.
1 episode. First episode is out. So what do you guys think? To Your Eternity season 2.
Oh, To Your Eternity.
To Your Eternity season
the
2.
First,
Yeah, we watched it yesterday, last night. Me and Perry were watching it. We were like, "Yo, fuck this little girl. We
Fuck
hate
them
her."
kids. Fuck them kids. That's literally like Chili posted, today on Twitter, like, I'm gonna go see Laid Back Camp at Anime NYC. I'm gonna fight a child. Like, that is the child to fight. Like, fuck that kid.
Yo.
You know, because she gives you bad vibes off the get-go, but then you try to be like, oh, like, you're pretty much going through the same process of trust that the main character is going through, where you're like, oh, let's give her, like, a shot. Maybe she's not as bad as just because she's got Hayase in her bloodline. And then, like, she finally shows herself, and then, lo and behold, our ending.
Reveal.
Yes.
Yep, the reveal. Because
Got a fucking
when
veiny
that
ass
character
arm.
showed up, I kept on looking at it. I was like, she looks so familiar, and I know the timeline is 40 years from what happened before.
Yeah.
And I kept looking. I'm like, she looks so familiar. And then finally, when it was revealed, I was like, let's go.
Yeah.
When
like,
she
but-
said the name
before.
initially, I was like, what? I'm like, who? I was trying to, like, it's been so long since season 1 that I was like, what are these names? I'm like, the only real name that I know is Gugu and Fuji.
Yeah.
So like,
The only thing that you pointed out was the opening.
Yeah, they kept the opening the
It's
same.
the same.
I only,
But
I only
there's not a
assumed
bunch of
they did that.
spoilers.
What was that?
There's not a bunch of spoilers.
Yeah, not a
in
bunch
it,
of
though, this
spoilers. That was
time.
one of the things I wanted to say. The other thing I said
to,
was
to what we know so far.
to what we know so far. True.
I'm not gonna watch the opening for the rest.
I
of
also
the
feel like they kept the same song for season 2 because it's by Utada Hikaru, so they probably paid her a bunch of fucking money to make the song. So they're probably like, why the fuck would we choose a new song when we paid this amazing artist, this icon, this Japanese icon, to make this theme song for us to just keep using. So I didn't mind it. I just thought it was interesting that
You never see that for season 2.
like it's pretty rare that you see that.
Unless for whatever reason in episode 2 they decide to change it up. They just did that whole like, hey, we're gonna do a callback real quick, hit you in the feels, and then like, hey, I don't know, we'll do like some screamo shit.
But I will say the amount of characters that they do show in the opening for this season is like, I'm just like, okay, where else is he gonna visit? Like, there's so many like
they
got like knights in armor and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, broadswords and shields and shit. So I'm excited for this season.
I'm very happy that the animation looked good too, because they switched studios. But it didn't look like I didn't notice a difference.
I didn't even notice
until
you mentioned.
So I was with studio, right? That did the season 1?
No, Brains Base.
No, season 1 was Brains Base?
Season 1 is Brains Base. This one is Studio Drive, which I don't know what they've done.
Oh, why did I think Wit did it?
They might have co-produced it, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. I keep feeling like they did something with it. But no, yeah, season 2 starting off strong and like, picking up right where season 1 left off. And it was, Pari pointed out yesterday too, it's interesting to see him speak like in long sentences and like, full thought.
He's old.
Yeah, and that he looks older because obviously 40 years have passed, but he hasn't changed his body in 40 years. To like another character or whatever.
I thought it was really interesting too how it was like, I just like didn't want to do anything anymore, so I turned myself into a crab and was hoping I could just like
swept away,
not do anything, and then he gets eaten by a fish and turns into another fish, and then he ends up coming back, and he's like, so I spent like 10 years at sea.
He's like, I can't eat fish anymore. Sorry. But yeah, it was good. Again, like when they showed, the old woman from season 1 that hit again, and I was like, fuck. And then I'm hoping that they do not spoil in the opening. I just pray that they don't. I'm telling you, I'm not watching the opening for the rest of the season, because
that's fair.
Because it's gonna be like, oh yeah, by the way, like we like story, like the opening was a storyboard and we just put it out.
I don't want to know what characters are gonna end up.
Yeah, because like you know a lot of people are going to die, so it's just like,
I just don't. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, it's a watch.
Everyone's watching this, of course.
The last thing about To Your Eternity. Sorry.
Yes.
I love that the knockers. They were like dealing with him for a while, but then they're smart because they're like, you know what, we'll just start taking out the people that are closest to him, because then if we take the people away from him, the souls or whatever, like he has nobody else that he can turn into. Like, it's very, very good.
I didn't even think about that.
Blue Lock. So Chili, our resident soccer pro. Do you want to speak on Blue Lock?
Oh yeah. So Blue Lock is basically
Squid Games.
Yeah, it's Squid Games and soccer, but Blue Lock is a show that I think will intrigue a lot more people than Aoashi did.
Yeah.
If they're not like really interested in learning about the sport of soccer, because Blue Lock is it's very actiony. It's very high pace, excitement. Forwards are goal scorers. You need to be a selfish player if you're a forward. All that, like everything they say is true, but you're not really learning anything else about the game. Whereas Aoashi taught you like many different aspects of the game, the mindset of a defender, a midfielder, a forward, how you play in these different positions. Whereas this is like, you're a forward, be selfish, score goals. The forward gets all the glory, which is all true things, but like there's more to soccer than that. But the animation is sweet. It's absolutely amazing. Some of the panels so far, like when they have those looks on their face, look like they're straight out of like Tokyo Ghoul or something.
Yeah.
Like when they get that killer look in their eyes. But no, I've been really enjoying it. I think it's sick.
I think we all are.
I think
to
I'm
add to what you
more
said, Chili,
Awashi fan, but I am enjoying it.
Yeah.
to add to what you said about the Squid Games factor, and Chinn, you said that you mentioned it too. I think what gets people intrigued about that aspect, that sort of route they're going with this game, especially from the news or just the info we got in the last season of them saying like how the points work in terms of your team winning, but how you could get your own points for yourself by scoring goals. It kind of puts you in the mindset of, okay, who's gonna be an asshole? Like who's gonna be the selfish prick who's just in it for themselves, or who's gonna look at the bigger picture for the team? And I think that's what a lot of people are looking for in terms of just like the character dynamics and how people are gonna backstab each other. And I think that's why a lot of people.
Stakes, like if you look at Aoashi, the stakes are so much higher in Blue Lock, but that's the part that makes you not want to turn away. And that's like you said, Chili, where the average watcher, like I got pulled into Aoashi, but it took me a little bit to be like fully interested and invested in the character. But with Blue Lock, you don't want to turn away because you don't want to miss like all the bloodbath that is going on right now.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you lose, you never get to play for Japan ever again, which is insane. But sorry,
Which is I hope they get more into that, like how they control everything, because I am interested about that. Like it's just like, oh, you lose and you'll never play for Japan. Like, all right, show me how. Like, do they blacklist you from the team? Like,
they probably
how
do.
does that work? Because it's like,
it feels like
if someone's a
Maze
really
Runner,
good player, they're still gonna play them.
Maze Runner.
It feels like Maze Runner, like if anyone knows that book series. But this also feels like what'd you say? Squid Games. It's like soccer Squid Games.
Wait, elaborate on the Maze Runner.
I remember the movies.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I just
about
only know like the movies where like little bitch boy from Chronicles of Narnia, like the dragon dude, like the punchable face kid. He like died, but then didn't die. Like he came back to life. So like,
it's just the whole trapped, and then there's constant challenges, and you're with a team that you're trying to like make it through with, but they're not really on your side, stuff like that. It's that dynamic.
Okay.
Also, I think a big thing about this show that a lot of people like is the fact that because they're all strikers, they all look like main characters. So you all can be invested in one character or another because of how cool they look. Like Baro,
like the kid
season,
that got knocked out in the very first.
Yeah,
episode.
You thought he was gonna be like the buddy for the main character, but he got eliminated literally the first episode, and now in the most recent episode, Baro looks like a fucking god. Like
he looks so cool.
Yo,
but,
that is for sure Aizawa, right? Like that's the voice actor for Aizawa.
And Sukuna, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I think
Like
that's what you're saying.
as soon as I saw him, especially with the red eyes, I was like, yeah, that's Aizawa. I'm like, all right.
But it's the no one is safe because they took out a notable character from the get-go, where maybe we'll see that character in the future, but by doing that, it creates a feeling for the viewer that like, okay, these stakes, not only are they high, but also the risk of getting cut is like any player is susceptible.
Yeah, it almost has that Game of Thrones effect in the good way, where it was like you found out early on, like anybody could get it in this show, like anybody could get it.
Yeah.
I also feel like there's more to meets the eye to this show, because I feel like just because our main character is on this team, like that Team Z or whatever, I don't think he's gonna end up with the same players at all as this show goes on. I think like there's gonna be like some like the final however many players gonna be like literally who knows the best players of I don't know how it's gonna work, but I feel like a lot of people on his team are gonna get dropped off soon, and he's gonna be mixing it up with the better players in the other team soon as well.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, say hi. Ichigo did snap. Yes. Oh yeah, he shot that rocket, that fucking cannon shot.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see what each person's like quirk or like power is, because like obviously Bachira can turn on that like
monster.
His like that monster.
Any story anime does that, where they have like a mode that they go into, like the zone was it for like the back, and here it's like the monster mode with the eyes or like with
even Aoashi, the gold eye.
I love that. I love when they do that. So I'm more excited to see more of it.
But yeah, Bachira is my favorite character so far. But,
on to the next.
Moving on. Eminence in Shadow. This one's actually surprising. This one
I've been
surprised.
enjoying this one.
Yeah, I have the last episode to watch, but like, the first couple episodes have been pretty nice. Like I was
The first one was kind of caught me off guard a little bit because the
I
way
didn't
it
know it was
started.
I didn't know it was an isekai. Like
Me either. So the way it started, I was like, all right, it's like a normal school. All right, we're following this girl around. There's this
Yeah.
guy that's kind of in the shadows a little bit, and then you see he's basically like a real life Batman in the
Yeah.
real world, and then he just dies, like he gets killed, and then, like
yeah,
it turns into an isekai, and then because he has this goal of like he wants to just be in the shadows and make things happen from the shadows, and like he couldn't do it in his real life, so when he gets isekai'd into this other world, he decides to do it there. And just seeing the way he goes about everything, and he basically like does stuff to get himself seen as the side character, like the background character. He doesn't want to be the main character. He wants to be the background, like background character A is what he says, or something like that.
Yeah.
And he puts himself in situations where like he might get tortured, but he's like, oh, this is child's play. Like this doesn't even hurt. Like
Yeah.
and it's just funny because he's the one episode where the girl is like, you're gonna be my dog and listen to me, and he's like, you really think I'm gonna do that for some money? And she throws a coin, and he's like, he goes out. He's like, yep, that's exactly what I'm doing because I need money.
Yeah, I thought it, like there are like the funny moments, there are like the serious moments, and like I like that when they keep the serious, like when it's supposed to be serious, they keep the seriousness. It's not like like they'll break it up with like the typical isekai like humor, and then it's obviously it's very shocking because you see all these like waifus on screen. Like they leave him at the end of spoiler, I guess they leave him at the end of the second episode, and like they haven't shown up again since. So you're like, where is this going? Like where is this going? I'm just still shocked that this isn't isekai because yeah, the first episode was literally like kick-ass. Like he was literally like piecing people up with pipes and like borderline killing them, and you're like, oh shit, like this dude is like super strong, like that's why he's OP, and then boom, he dies. So you're like, what the hell? Like somebody really strong just died. so yeah, so I'm very very happy about this. It's crazy because after like the Crunchyroll Funimation merger, you were like, yo, Crunchyroll kind of a monopoly, but like a lot of the best anime this season like are not on Crunchyroll.
I died, baby.
Yeah, I was gonna say high dive. All right,
but on to the
one,
next.
Another high dive anime. This one is also like kind of pleasantly surprising. I just like how she's just like fucking like this has the Game of Thrones effect / like they're not censoring off like blood and people's arms and limbs getting like cut off. And this one is not, it's not so much like I really pay attention all that much to like, oh man, like what is the story? But this little like black cat girl, she's just like slicing people up and like killing people, and you're like, yo, that's sick.
Yeah, it is surprisingly super enjoyable to watch.
Yeah,
like Chinn said, it's not one of those you need to be like sitting there paying attention to all the details of the show. You can just kind of put it on in the background and watch the scenes play out. The action moments actually look really sick.
Yeah.
And yeah, this one's like really enjoyable. I don't really have much else to say about it.
Yeah, this enjoyable if you want to watch a cool anime where people are getting their limbs literally sliced off. Go for it. This studio, what else did they? Oh, this is the studio that also did the Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy, and then Pride of Orange. Isn't that, Pete? You like that show, right? Pride of
That show
Orange.
was bad.
The hockey one.
I think Parfuli liked it.
Oh, okay, maybe, yeah. But all right, on to the next one. I'm not watching this.
I have not started this either.
Who is Nevermind? Is that Parfuli? I feel like that.
Never mind. I bleached my hair a couple days ago. I have to bleach it again a couple more times next week to get to blonde because I'm cosplaying Nanami and Dolphy for Anime NYC. So it's not blonde yet, okay?
What Pari say?
He said it looks great still. She's capping though.
What is your impression on this? Because I'm not watching it.
Oh,
Kumar's not watching it.
Urusei Yatsura. It's great. It's hilarious. It's so funny. It's a remake of a show from 1987, I believe. And I had seen a couple episodes of like the original show from the 80s. Mm-hmm. And this one, like the remake, just fits so perfectly. Like even the animation style, even though it's cleaner, like it looks obviously much smoother and everything.
Yeah, but
it
kept
still
that
fits
essence.
It still fits that 80s aesthetic. And it's just hilarious. Like it is just a rom-com with absolute ridiculousness. Like when you imagine an 80s or early 90s anime with like ridiculous comedy and gag moments, like it is this show. So if that sounds like something you would like, definitely check it out. I think I look forward to it every week.
I haven't started yet either, but I look forward to watching it too.
All right, this one.
Yeah.
This one.
The Shinobi one? I haven't watched this either yet.
It's all right.
Oh, you have? I'm surprised you haven't watched it yet.
It's not like nothing like crazy. I don't know. I think I wish I paid attention a little bit more when I was watching this, because like there are definitely some details that were left out, especially in like the third episode where they started that like competition. But like it's cool. It's nothing that I'm gonna be like, yo, this is the top show of the season. But it's like it's been fun to watch. I guess that's my only really opinion on this until they like actually get into it more. I like that at the end of the last episode they're like, there's a traitor among us, but I'm not really like super invested to be like, oh, I can't wait to see what happens next. But yeah,
agreed. Definitely
next.
agreed.
Kumar.
Yo, Walt, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. I am in my Ichigo
Whoa.
phase.
Whoa, what's up?
I'm going blonde for Anime NYC for Dolphy and Nanami. Those are my cosplays. But yeah, Ichigo. We were just talking about Bleach earlier.
All right,
Kumar.
Go ahead and rave about Golden
Kumar,
Kamuy.
go shill yourself for Golden Kamuy season 4.
Oh, let's go! Wait. I'm not shilling myself yet. This is all Pari, because Pari's been binging the 3 seasons.
She's not on season 4 yet.
She's on that. She's halfway done with season 3.
No,
She's almost there. Where season 4 is, I'm only 2 episodes in. I've only watched the first 2 episodes, so I'm a little behind on season 4.
Well, guess what? I'm on episode 701.
And then he can talk about season 4. But
go ahead.
In general, what I didn't expect, because you're scaring me.
Okay.
Sorry. What I didn't expect is
I was like, what was that sound? I just heard. I'm like,
what I didn't expect about the show is the concept of tattoos are on prisoners and the tattoos lead to gold. It was like, oh, cool. But the thing I really love about it is the Ainu side. So the indigenous people, the native people that live off the land, all the food that they cook. There's so many good food episodes. And then there's so much about like foraging and the animals and how they hunt them and how they use the parts, and then the different types of indigenous people and how they've adapted to the land. I have a bunch of foraging TikToks that I follow. So that's so fascinating to me, and they do such a good job representing that side of it. And that goes in parallel, like while they're hunting prisoners, they're spending a lot of time trying to survive in the forest as well as in these encampments. And then the other half of it that I didn't realize, it's so freaking funny. Like, I barely laugh at animes. Like, it really has to get to me, but
Bro, I'm telling you.
this show is hilarious.
If you want, and this is me, this is what I've said since day one of this damn show. If you want a show that it starts off super gory and dark, but on a dime can make you laugh your ass off, this is the masterclass of anime for that. Like, you will die of laughter from the stupidest but like goriest shit. It's so funny.
Just the situations they put these characters in.
Amazing.
All of them tied to
I
a
want to know
certain
your
plot
rating
point.
for this.
And there's really good plot twists too as the story continues to unfold. So
You're 3 seasons in. Say I wants a rating for it. What's your rating 3 seasons in so far?
8, I think.
Damn.
Cap!
Masterpiece.
Cap!
That's masterpiece level for Paris.
I want a
actually-
10, damn it!
That's actually like one over Masterpiece, because Masterpiece is like 7 out of 10. Well, like, yeah, we talked about Blue Lock. We talked about how we're really enjoying it. We love that every character is like a main character in their own sense, and we're excited to see how it evolves.
Season 4 without me.
What do you? Oh, okay.
She just
No,
called
she
you out
said
of watching season 4 without you.
No, she said she's cooking something on the stove. But since she left, she said I could talk about season 4. And there's really not much to say because I'm gonna keep saying it. We picked up right where we left off from season 3, which is more fucking amazing Golden Kamuy masterpieces, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But you guys just need to stop. You guys need to watch it so that way I could talk more about it without spoiling shit. It's so amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting
I plan
through.
to.
I'm getting through 1,000+ episodes of One Piece, so maybe after.
But yes, you guys, like I said, season 3. I mean, we're up to season 4. Pari binged through seasons 1 and 2 in like a span of like 3 days. It's crazy. She's not real. Chili,
She's a machine.
your time is soon. I know you're about to start it. Let me know.
I got you.
But yeah, everyone watch Golden Kamuy. That's it.
Next, Uzaki-chan. This one, if you watch season 1, you'll probably watch season 2. They did stray a little bit further from the whole like, hey, her like the reason you watch this is because she is very busty. They actually get more into like the like characters rooting, like shipping the two characters. So it's been like more wholesome than the first season, because the first season had her like go into a massage chair and start like moaning. So like the second season is like very, very like, hey,
I remember seeing that clip.
yeah, it's like the second season is them like, oh, like they were up playing video games with each other like late last night, so then they fell asleep, even though they both said like, oh, we're not dating, and they just happened to be like on the same couch sleeping next to each other. So it's been more wholesome. It's nothing to rave about. If you watch season 1, you'll watch season 2 and enjoy it a little bit. I've enjoyed it a little bit more because it is like, it does bring that wholesomeness, and they've gotten away from that whole like
just making her lose for the sake of
yeah,
being lose.
basically. Yeah. They did do a funny thing with like the mom though, because like the mom is
Uzaki's
also
mom?
Uzaki's mom. Yeah, the mom is also like very busty too, and like looks like an older version of her. But like there's a whole thing where like Uzaki brought him over to their house, and like she introduced him to her mom, and like her mom is like creating all these like stories in her head. She's like, oh no, like what if he ends up like liking me instead, and then he like asks like her name because he doesn't want to call her Uzaki as well. So then he calls her by her first name, and she's like, oh my gosh, like it's happening. And it was funny. So but yeah, nothing to rave about. It's funny. Next, I'm not watching this. This is one of the ones that I did not have an interest in watching.
I'm not watching either. So skip.
No one's watching this.
All right, next. I'm also not watching this one.
I
Chinn's
am
watching
watching this one. Yeah.
I saw parts of it actually. Intrigued.
One of my mutuals said it was pretty good.
It's she basically gets isekai'd into, it's kind of like another otome game type show. I'm in this video game world and I know the routes that I have to go so I don't end up at the bad end. I want to end up at the good end. So like it's basically one of those. It's funny, it's cute, but there's not really much to write home about it.
I said the former one is boring as fuck.
We could have told you.
But yeah, I've been enjoying it, but it's definitely one of those shows I kind of watch in the background as I do other things, or like I'm making food or something. Like it's not a show that I'm sitting there like watching every single detail that happens, but it's cute, it's fun, nothing special. It's not bad, but
All right, moving on. This one gives me weird. It gives me strange vibes because
it gives me strange.
because the whole premise of it is that they're in a class that they have to pretend to be married, and that they're scored.
Oh yeah.
They're scored upon how much they act within their relationship, but these two characters are like in love with different characters, so it's like. It's kind of like a weird premise. Like it almost feels like a weird pretext of like a hentai almost. Like, hey, we're gonna force you to love somebody else, but you also love your other person, but the school is forcing you to love them. So you make sure that you like develop a relationship with this person, and you're like, it's kind of
Only
weird.
in anime.
Yeah.
Is it worth the watch though? I haven't started this yet either.
I've been kind of enjoying it.
I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. It just like it's one of those anime that like while you're watching it, you enjoy it, but when you think of the overall premise of it, where it's like, hey, we're forcing you to act married with somebody that you don't really like, and you're scored upon it, and you need to get that score up, it's kind of weird. But you do enjoy it. Like it is
at least like a dystopian society, so that it's like
it's literally in a school. Like they're in a school, and
it's normal school life.
But the thing is, like the male character. One thing I do have to say that I have to give them props is in the first episode, she's like teasing him, like, oh, like you have to kiss me and stuff, and he's like, all right, bet, and then he like does it, and then she gets like all like flustered, and it's like, it's like, hey, this is what you asked for, like, so like it gave him
not a simp. Nice.
Yeah,
no, not a shy like hesitant like fucking those guys. Fuck it, like just man up.
Nah, he just went for it. But if you don't like fan service, there is a decent amount of fan
hella
service.
fan service. This is literally
just be warned.
Like, yeah. But the art style is also I like the color. This episode is straight bloods. It's whatever. I haven't watched the most recent one, so I'm like, I think I'm behind a week on like most or like 4 of the seasonals.
Bocchi
the Rock. This show is
Banger.
fire. This show is fire. If you like music, you have to watch this.
If you're a fan of Pete
called it out.
You have to watch this.
Yeah, Pete called it out, and then I called it out without even like seeing Pete's thing, and I was like, "Yo, that poster in the background is a Kanabun poster," and I was like, I had to look it up, and then Daddy and I we looked it up, and was like, "This is like literally they just switched up the colors, and that's it, and it's literally a callback to like top Japanese bands like in her poster. They would call it like Fanabun or something like that." But the show is fire. I love the show.
It is. It's basically K-On! Fresher art style. And Hitori Bochi, the show where the girl like can't really talk to people. She like gets lost in shit. It's literally a combination of those two shows.
Yeah, I've seen a few clips of the show. It looks really funny too. So, this was one that I wasn't gonna initially start to watch, but I think I gotta watch it.
You should watch it. It's really funny.
Just
really funny.
The last thing that I saw, because I hadn't watched like the most recent episode, like when she's like trying to like smile and give like the food to the person, and she's like, "Here's your food." You're like, yeah, I can relate to that.
Yep.
All right, you watch Bocchi the Rock.
Word.
Beast Tamer.
Not watching.
Nope.
I'm watching this. It's
I'm sure you are.
It's not because of that. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. This one's the more wholesome one, right?
Yeah, this one's the wholesome one.
Yeah.
Although I have seen the other one too, so you know.
This guy.
But this one is basically, I got kicked out of the heroes party. Like part 2, basically. The heroes party thought that he was useless and like, oh, you only control animals, you don't do anything for us, and then they're like, we're kicking you out, and then he gets kicked out, and then they realize how hard their life is without him, because all the animals he was controlling were like doing recon missions for them, and that he can control hundreds of animals at a time, but yet the average beast tamer can only control like 2, and that's it. What's the other one?
You're about to see it, Daddy, probably.
No. The next one is also a must-watch. Peter Grill. This is 10 out of 10. This is a 10 out of 10. This is peak. This is peak. This is if I wasn't being like super serious, this is like my favorite anime of the season.
If you want every pun or pseudo name ever imagined for your penis or literally any of that sort, this is the show to watch.
Boner broth.
I've learned so many new
phrases
to refer to genitalia than I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. Don't
hilarious.
if you live with your family, don't have this on with the speakers on. Like put some headphones on if you're gonna watch it. But this is like, again, if I wasn't being serious about anime, this is the 10 out of 10 my favorite show of the season, because it's funny. fits my humor, other stuff in there, and I get to watch it with AK too, and AK also enjoys it just as much.
And we all know there are 2 versions, and we're all watching one of these other versions over the other.
Just discovered the second version, so I'm watching that now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Daddy, the name is I've somehow gotten stronger when I improve my former.
No, he's talking about the other one.
Oh, the other one?
The lewd Beast Tamer one.
Oh, where is it actually?
We'll get to it, Daddy.
It's down there. It's down there. Pop Team Epic.
Watch
it's not out.
Everybody should watch
right?
Peter Grill.
Oh no,
everybody should watch Peter Grill.
Yeah, everybody watch Peter Grill. Yeah, watch Peter Grill. This is, I gotta title this the VOD for it, like Senpai Talk Show 2022 impressions with a line break, and then watch Peter Grill.
Is anyone watching Pop Team Epic?
I'm not.
No,
I didn't
will.
know. I missed the TikTok live stream.
Oh yeah,
Same.
the first episode.
Yeah, Peter Grill season 2. Say hi. He gets with the Goblin Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Send the link. All right, I'll send it to you later.
Gobka.
Oh my gosh, watch this. Witch of Mercury.
Oh, Witch of Mercury.
He can even come in here. He doesn't even like Gundam all like that, and he's literally Mercury season. This show is
Mercury
fire.
season in the Discord. Let's go.
This show is fire. This show literally, like, one, it gives more life to, like, the bisexual, like, love in anime. They make it normalized, which is fantastic. And yeah, just watch, like, Witch of Mercury. The fights are sick. The animation's sick. It's animated by the typical Gundam Sunrise studio. So, like, you know what to expect. But it's... They delve into, like, deeper topics, and I think Pete put it best where it was like episode 1 was sick, episode 2 was like, oh yeah, like I forget what he said for the episode 2, but then he was like episode 3 like Bachelor.
Utena. It starts off like Utena, and then it goes somewhere out. Like it's been fantastic.
Yeah,
it's been really, really fantastic. That
so
prologue was fire.
Oh,
and
my
the show
gosh.
itself has been incredible since.
Yeah. So
it's like even if you're not into
Gundam,
mech shows or Gundam,
this is a must watch.
Watch it.
Yeah.
Watch it. Like this is almost in the same vein as like Iron-Blooded Orphans. Like if you're not into mech, it doesn't matter. Watch it because I like promise you it's worth your time.
Yeah. This is like currently
this show alone is making me want to go back to Gundams I haven't watched, and they're just like maybe I should give
Iron-Blooded Orphans and then Double O. Double O is really good. All right, moving on. Another must watch. This show had this show I could have listed this one in better first episodes, but the show is just so wholesome. It's so funny. Like that the rich American girl just came in and started speaking English, and then she's like, I'm living here, and you're like, all right. Sure.
Yep, you're here. Welcome.
Go for it. You're rich. And she like takes over the other robot. She's like, yeah, I'm paying with my like black Amex card. And I'm like, all right, you're rich. Whatever. Sure. Go for it. And every single episode, you're just like, it's just super wholesome. It's the cozy show of the season. I love the art style. How everybody has a different color hair under their normal hair.
That's cool.
And yeah, it's just. Serufu is the main character's name, so do it yourself.
Do it. Her name is Yua Serufu.
Yeah, Yua Serufu.
Do it, Yua Serufu.
We haven't started this yet, but Pari is very much looking forward to watching.
Oh my god, Pari's gonna love it.
She's gonna love this most recent episode.
Once they start getting into the power tools and everything,
exactly.
It's amazing.
They just had the rich girl buy like literally like drills and shit, and I was like, yo, Pari's gonna come out here and be like, that's not the. What the fuck did you? What did you call it? Like the whatever
Good
brand.
I'm eating the Milwaukee.
Yeah. I knew it was a state or like a city. I was like, all right, what the fuck is that called?
We were building a shelf this week, and I was building a shelf this week.
I was gonna say what? Like
you got
Kumar's not a handyman. Kumar's the one. Kumar is literally like similar to me, where it's like, yeah, I'm helping my dad change the oil in my car as you like hold the flashlight for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I will not be slandered like this. I literally asked her, I will help you. She was like, no. Like, no. And then I did, And then she's just like, oh wait. She gave me the look of like, you're not doing it right. And then she realized she couldn't do it right either because the shelf was fucking broken to begin with.
But I still got it done faster. By the
Yeah, I
time
was
you were
gonna
doing
say,
that, I had
you
already
literally
built it
are
all on
living
my
with an
side.
engineer. Why would you even try?
Yeah, you want my help or not?
Just let her. Just let her.
You want
do
my
it.
help or not?
No.
Just let her do it.
No, clearly not.
But she
Clearly
did. She
the answer
asked
is
for
no.
help regardless.
And that was a pity. That was a pity. Like,
No.
you wanna help?
No.
All right.
But last thing for do it yourself, it's
yes.
another one where if you love K-On, you're gonna love this show.
Yeah.
Because the main girl, and Yui from K-On are basically the same person.
Yeah.
So yes, watch Do It Yourself.
I don't know what this one is. I'm not watching.
Oh, this the Raven Princess or something like that,
Oh,
right?
Raven of the Inner Palace.
How was it, Chili?
Very good, actually. Like it's really really good. The lay down. Lay
Oh,
down.
no,
Yo,
Tucker?
Tucker,
Sorry,
we're
he's
doing a
being a
show,
fool.
all right? Stop being.
So what
stop
is it
being a
about
little
again?
bastard right now.
Lay down.
What is this one about again?
Basically, you have this woman. She's the Raven consort, I believe they call her. And she has these magical abilities. She's able to talk to people that have passed on, reach out to their souls, find where their souls went. And it kind of starts out like she's doing. Hold on. Stop.
We're doing a pot sticker mukbang over here.
Sorry, Tucker's rolling
Are they
around in
good?
pillows and shit.
Yeah, Costco.
Yo, Costco pot
But
stickers?
she has this ability to reach souls that have gone on, essentially. So it starts out her like helping out people in different episodes, kind of like, oh, I'm trying to reach this person, or they left behind something and I never got to say goodbye to them.
Okay.
I have this item of theirs. Is there a way you can pull them back so I can tell them the last couple things I need to say? Like, so she does kind of things like that. But in the background, you see there's a group of people that are trying to kill her. Like, they don't want her around. But I believe he's the king of the I guess kingdom or whatever. But he's a leader in the kingdom, and he is like smitten with her, like basically falling in love with her, and she's always like closed herself off from people. But now she has like this guy that's trying to get into her life, like slowly, and you can tell she's like opening up to it. She has like an assistant now that she helps save.
Wait, what does he look like?
Is he a looker?
Nothing special.
Is
Nothing
he-
special.
Does he have dark hair or is he blonde?
Dark hair.
Okay, I'll watch it then.
Dark hair. It's the aesthetic is very like old China. I would say they definitely took like inspiration from like old Chinese lore and
Yeah.
kind of like that dynastic feel. The King of the Dynasty, that's the word I was looking for. Dynasty, not
Three Kingdoms and all
kingdom. But yeah, it's been very good so far. Really enjoying it.
So, Chili, because you said of the fact that she can talk to souls or people who have passed on because people that are still alive want to get their final word in. Does it kind of feel like the Violet Evergarden-esque feels of like, you know, pulling at the heartstrings of like getting these goodbyes in or at least final saves?
Not as deep. It's different. But it sort of has that element to it, I would say.
Yeah, all right.
Isn't there another anime where she can like read bones and then like...
Yeah, that came out 2016 or
I've
17.
been meaning to watch that, but that just for some reason
Isn't it
reminded me
like
of
something Beautiful Bones?
Yeah, by
something like
Beautiful
that,
Bones.
or-
Yeah. I watched that.
that. I want to watch
That was
that.
pretty good.
But yeah, good
But all right.
show.
Maybe we will watch it.
This is another short that is fantastic.
Banger.
Play
Oh, the
cool
clumsy guys?
Bang.
We haven't
Yeah.
started this yet.
Oh,
it
it's
just
so
released
good.
on Crunchyroll. Like they just got the licensing for it before it was on other sites. And
You can
on
literally
sub.
catch up tonight.
Yeah, they're like 11 minutes or something, 15 minutes. Like I don't know. Same thing with Peter Grill. Peter Grill's also a short, so
15 minutes.
watch Peter Grill if you haven't. But yeah, so this show is just funny. It's cute. I like how
Does it tie together like the episodes?
these.
Mhm.
Yes. Like I mean, they're like a group of friends that are just like they're all just like really handsome and just also like.
It's a group of guys who are gonna end up knowing each other. The two
Yeah.
on the
Okay.
bottom.
I've met.
They have
before.
met because the
most
guy with the
recent one.
glasses, his coworker is the older brother
yeah.
of the dude with the red hair.
Yeah.
And then the two guys up top have met because that guy was standing at a light, like daydreaming, and the guy with the blonde hair was running, and the guy that was
Yeah.
standing there like didn't press the button to cross the street because he's like daydreaming. The guy's like, "Oh shit, my bad. I didn't mean
Yeah.
to not press." And the guy's like, "Oh no, it's fine." And then he jogs away. He's like, "I never remember to press the button either." Like, because the whole thing
Yeah.
is like they're seen as cool. Like everybody thinks they're these cool, like good-looking guys because they're like super quiet and awkward.
Yeah.
But their awkwardness is seen as like, oh my god, he's so cool. Like he's so quiet, like
What?
mysterious.
Yeah, the episodes are
But
pretty
it's
good.
them just
Give me
being
a spit take.
it's them just being like doofuses and not
Yeah.
realizing they're being
Aw.
doofuses.
I like how the last, or in like the more recent episode, the kid with the red hair, you're like, oh, like he's like dependable. He's coming to get like his older brother and stuff like that. And I was like, that was like when Nikki tried to like get me at the bottom of my hill when I was like drunk and like try to bring me back into the thing. But then I was like, wait, but how is he clumsy? And then he was like, wait, we're walking the entirely wrong
He's Zorro.
direction. Yeah.
Yep, he is
He's
Zorro.
like, but wait, the house is over that way. He's like, oh no, like it's okay. Like a walk will help you get out of like your drunken stupor. And he's like, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. So like, I know. I'm like, yes. But yeah,
But yeah,
watch
easy,
this. This is
super easy watch.
this. I'm not watching this.
Who's
I'm
watching
watching this one.
Yeah.
Another high dive show. The first episode, I was like, not really sure about this one, and then it's only gotten better with each episode since. And it's like, if you like that fantasy aesthetic, like old timey fantasy aesthetic, then you're gonna love this show. It's the main girl, super cute, like adorable, and the prince like is like head over heels for her, and he's just trying to.
Oh wait,
get
is this
her
the
to, like-
one? I saw this clip where like this other girl was like, I was pushed down the stairs, and then he's like, oh really? By her, and
Yep.
she's like holding all the books, and he's like,
Yep.
how did she do that?
Yeah, it's yeah. Ever since that episode, I've been like really into it because that episode it was like this whole thing where like, oh, you're saying she pushed you, but she's holding all these books, and then it turns into like this whole scandal, and they figure out some stuff, and then I was like, oh shit, like this was all planned. Okay, so yeah, I'm really enjoying this one. It also hits my romance loving area, so.
I feel like it would for me as a webtoon, but I've never really given animes like with webtoon stories a chance.
I think it's very much worth a shot.
What's this one called? Like the Biblio Princess or something like that?
Bibliophile Princess.
Bibliophile Princess, that's right. All right,
Yeah.
I guess we'll watch this too then.
All right, Daddy, here's the other one.
Here's the not safe for work Beast Tamer show with
Haven't
Beast
seen it.
Girls.
This one is called the Immoral Guild. Basically, the dude just wants to live like he wants to quit and retire and live like a peaceful life, but he doesn't want to leave the guild off in like a bad spot. So he's trying to like find like people to join his like party so that he can go and, like yeah, he's like just trying to find like replacement. So he runs into this cat girl who her whole thing is literally just like Tamaki from Fire Force. Like she is supposed to be super strong, but she isn't because she gets herself put into situations, we should say.
Yeah.
And it's
If it involves a slime monster, you already know what the fuck we're talking about here.
Slime,
Oh,
a
God.
bear, rabbits. Like, so her whole thing is that because she has like this certain mana, she produces this pheromone that attracts like these beasts, and they they want it.
Who is she?
The purple
What?
hair girl.
Oh, okay.
The purple hair girl, the black. I don't think I've met this like green robe chick. The black hair girl with like the ReZero-esque like 2 dots as eyebrows. She's just like useless. Like she's like Megumin basically. Like she's supposed to be all powerful, but she actually can't do anything. And then the pink hair like waifu in the back, when she goes into like berserker form, she'll kill everything, but then she goes into this like drunken daze where she's basically just like horny and like can't control like her strength. So
This
that
definitely
happens.
sounds like a Chinn kind of show.
Yeah, and like the guy is an archer. He's powerful and like is just constantly saving his new guildmates. But yeah,
I think this is the most detail Chin has given about a show this whole time.
because it's the one that everybody's curious about. No,
very
Peter Grill.
invested.
Peter Grill. Come on now. But yeah, so there's that. It's literally called Immoral Guild. So that's that's that. There's a hot mom in it. So I mean, that this is the season of hot moms, I guess. Moving on, this show. So the little lies we all tell.
Oh, this show is hilarious.
Yeah, I've heard great things about
This
this
show
show. I haven't
is
started
so
yet. But
funny.
I'm
My god.
looking forward to.
Yeah, so-
I don't even know if I want to like tell you too much
Nah,
about
don't.
it. Like,
No, don't even spoil it. Because I heard
won't
about it. I
even-
was like, okay.
Say hi. You already
Do
know.
you
I'm
do you
always-
do you know who like the character secrets
Yeah,
yet?
yeah.
Okay,
Then I got
so
a little
We'll
spoiled.
talk about
But-
that. So
Yeah.
the little lies we all tell. We follow these 4 high school girls and come to find out chick with the glasses is a psychic. The girl with the ponytail is a ninja. The little short lolly looking one is an alien captain or
Yeah,
alien
the
general.
general.
And the one with the silver hair is actually a dude. So
Yeah.
you see them basically go about their lives and like deal with
Trying to hide
shit
their
going
secret.
on, but they can't tell anybody else about it. So they have to
Yeah.
act like certain things don't bother them, or like, oh,
Certain things leak out every now and then too.
yeah. And it's funny because the chick that's a psychic, she doesn't even understand her own ability, and she can't read the mind of the girl with the silver-haired person.
Yeah.
And she's like, huh, that's weird. I don't know why I can't read their mind, but her psychic ability only lets her read the mind of other females.
Yeah.
So they don't know that the silver-haired one is a boy. So she's like, huh, I can never read their mind. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And it's like mad funny. Like
Yeah.
in the
Are they
ninja
20-minute
chick-
episodes too, or are they shorter?
They're long episodes.
No, they're normal episodes.
Yeah.
And the ninja chick is hilarious because she'll just like karate chop somebody mad quick and be like, oh shit, they're not feeling well. I'll take them to the nurse. Like, it's mad funny.
Is it got
Yeah.
like Nichijou energy, or is it different?
No, this one is like
Not
so like
Nichijou, but like it's not broken up into like little segments.
You're right.
But
I'm trying to
it-
think. It's almost
Azumanga, it almost has Azumanga Daioh energy.
Oh, I
A little
love
bit.
that.
Yeah,
Like,
it,
yeah,
it
'cause-
has that a little bit.
Yeah, it's I guess that would be like the best way to describe it. I was like maybe Hinamatsuri. I'm like no, not really, because like it's just like literally it's just hey, like if we have a secret, we're trying to live our lives, but like our secrets are like crazy.
Yeah.
Like yeah, that it's funny.
I
It's funny.
remember-
Comedy.
I'm interested in
Yeah.
it.
I remember when we previewed it, we saw one of the images and it looked kind of dark, and it was like, oh
Yeah, I
shit,
thought it was
maybe
gonna
they
go dark.
have,
Yeah.
like, deep dark secrets, like somebody killed somebody, and it's like,
Yeah.
nah, she's a psychic, she's a ninja, she's an alien
Yeah, she's
general,
a
and this is a
fucking
dude.
alien general. I think that's why like I think I posted like after the first episode, I was kind of like underwhelmed in a way because I again like based off of that first picture, I was like expecting like oh shit, like the stuff that they're going to be is like oh yeah, I killed somebody, like
Right.
like stuff like that. But then I think you like if you just like don't have that mindset of yo, she just killed
Going into
somebody.
it.
Yeah, like if
Yeah,
you have
it's
the
not a
mindset
serious show.
yeah, and if you also have the mindset of like their lies are not just like in their own head. Like I at first I thought like all like the little lies that they were telling, like their identities, I thought it was just like what they imagine themselves to be. Like no, like this is literally who they are. So
Mhm.
if you
And
go
the
in
thing
with
is
like
that
that, like,
the alien
mind-
spaceship is like crashed into the roof
Into
of
the
the
roof of
school,
the
and
school,
nobody says
nobody
a
questions
thing.
it. Yeah.
It's a
So-
hilarious show, though.
Interesting.
Very funny.
All right, next. I'm not watching this.
I don't think anyone's watching this.
I'm not
I
watching
don't even
this.
know what is the name of this show. It's, it's
Like,
not
like
even.
some
no idea.
apprentice shit. I don't know. Magic
Alright.
apprentice
No idea.
lady.
Skip it.
Anyone watching
No.
this?
I dropped it.
Oh,
I watched 4 episodes and then dropped it. It was
That's
just
a
like
solid commitment.
it's cute, but like there's really nothing else. Like
Yeah.
really nothing else at all. So yeah, I
This
don't
one,
even
it's
feel like I need
my
to go into it.
my master doesn't have a tail or something like
Yeah,
that.
my master has no tail.
All right. Well,
Because okay, so to give you the rundown, the girl with the leaf on her head is a tanuki, and
Okay.
they have the ability to shapeshift into whatever when they learn it. And she wants to go into the world of humans and learn how to fool and trick humans. But she goes there, and her master, the one with the purple hair, is a Rakugo.
Oh yeah,
where they tell the stories.
Yeah.
Like Rakugo performer.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my god, she's amazing. Like, because she tells the stories through her words, and the Tanuki is so enthralled by it. And she's like, oh my god, I want to learn from you. Because if I learn how to tell the stories like you can, I'll be able to trick people. But her master also is like, she has some type of magic ability as well. It was cute, but eh.
Okay, noted.
Your guys' favorite, one of your favorite shows of the season.
Talk about the first episode being fire. This is the best first episode of the season.
I was wondering what was gonna take the cake.
This is it.
Made war.
This is
so
it.
good.
It's literally
It's
these
so
two pictures
good.
that we got when we were confused as to, like, is it cute? Is it crazy? It's crazy.
It's crazy.
And
yeah.
what's her name? The purple hair waifu is like, she might be the wife. Like, you know what I mean? Like
The wife for you.
they just introduced the the white haired Russian chick that speaks Russian throughout the episode. And yeah, like this show is everything that you would want it to be.
Yeah.
All I thought was
Maid
them doing
Cafe,
an MMA match. I was like, all right, I gotta start
Mobsters.
this so fast.
Yeah, it's a banger show. It is hilarious,
like
and
it?
I
Would
think
Barry
so.
like it, guys?
Yeah. It's funny.
'Cause
It's not like fan servicey where you're like, oh, like their
Oh,
names,
really?
like, nah.
Yeah,
Like
it's. I think you would enjoy it. Just like it almost has the ridiculousness factor of like Sabi-Kui Bisco on a lesser scale.
Yeah.
But it's like, all right, Maid Cafe, and then first episode you see maids getting shot, shooting each other in the head. Like, it's
this show
what the
teaches
hell?
you. The show teaches you that if you have an issue with the government, if you just kill all the government, they can't hurt you.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like if you kill and nobody finds out, you can solve all your issues. Apparently, that's not a That's
These words are only the opinions of Chinston Noodles.
This is
and
not my opinion,
Senpai
but
Talk
like
Show.
this is what I'm learning from Akiba Maid Wars. You know what I mean? But yeah, and they also have a random panda, like a legit panda.
Mhm.
So that's cool. But yeah, it's like they're kind of cute, but then like again, they're fucking just like killing each other.
Mhm.
All right. Oh yeah, so watch
Next one.
Akiba Maid Wars. I'm not.
Yep,
watching
must
this one.
watch. Romantic Killer. I'm watching this one.
Really?
I just
Didn't
it
it come out
just,
today?
one?
Or
it
yesterday?
just came out today.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
Well, that's
watched
why I wasn't watching. I guess.
5 episodes of it.
Oh damn!
and
Oh, so everything is
Oh, the
out.
whole season's out. Yeah.
It's really funny. It's actually like, so I read the first half of the manga like maybe like a week ago, just because I was like, all right, let me check it out. I've heard people say the manga art style is shitty, and like the manga art is not great, but the anime definitely makes it so much better. Like seeing it animated, it actually looks really good, and it's funny. The main girl is absolutely hilarious. Like she wants nothing to do with romance or love or anything, and this thing pops out of a video game and is like, oh well, it's my job to make you fall in love with somebody, so I'm taking away the 3 things that you love in this world, which for her are video games, chocolate, and her cat. And
Fuck, wait,
so it
that's
literally
not-
takes away all these things. Like her parents, her dad works for the post office, and he comes home one day and he's like, oh shit, I'm being transferred to the United States of America. And him and the wife pack up everything and grab the cat and literally leave. They're like, oh, you'll be fine, just go to school, make sure you lock up at night, and they leave. But it's all because of the doings of like this magical being that can control everything. And she ends up in these situations where she meets like the pretty boys and the hot guys in the school, and it's been really funny. It's been really funny.
We
So
can binge that then if it's the whole season's out, right?
yep,
That's crazy.
yeah, very much enjoying it.
12 episodes for the season.
Yes, bless
Cool.
you.
All right, we can definitely binge that.
I was gonna say that
Have
main
fun.
character literally like video games, chocolate, and my cat.
But
Like literally, even all of her
Yeah, that's
clothes
me.
and stuff is all cat merch. Like it has a cat symbol on it.
Oh shit. All right, I guess I'll watch this because that sounds interesting. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on from something that you should watch to something that you should definitely not even give a chance. This show sucks. Like, it's only 4 episodes. It's only 4 episodes.
That was in a swap. This show sucks.
Because like, it gave me like, it's just like cheap like, so one, it's on HBO Max and it's 4 episodes long, but those within the first episode, you just get like cheap sci-fi vibes to it. So literally, like, the main character, she lives in like this low income housing complex, and it's just like, oh yeah, like I want an icy. And then like the old dude who lives in the same complex is like, oh, I have a shaved ice machine in the basement, like let me go to the basement. Goes down to the basement. They have to walk through like this entire cavern. He goes and gets it, and then she just finds like this dead stuffed dog, and she's like, look at this, and like holds it, no questions asked. And then somebody else moves in. There's a racist old like landlord who, she's like the I don't know what race they are, but they're darker than the typical like other anime characters that are living there. What you trying to say,
bro?
Hey, I'm trying to say that there's a racist old woman there. You know what I mean? And she's just like, they were like Middle Eastern because they were doing like a prayer, like at a certain time, and they explained it, and she was just like, you guys are so weird with your prayers. Like, why would you do that? You're so loud. If you're gonna do it, like, it literally sounded like a fucking like
a Southern American.
It sounded like a fucking Trumper. Like, it sounded like a Trumper being like, oh, you guys with your like customs, like that's weird. Like Christianity, guys, and it's like, okay, but yeah, like so
nothing is selling about this.
Nothing. They find a pen in a back room where some creature ran out of, and instantly know that this pen belongs to like the NEET that lives next to them, that it looks like the dude from Jobless, and he like draws them and then gives them a piece of paper and is like, thanks for bringing my pen back. And it's like, bro, you literally just came out of a room that had like drawings of like the devil and shit in it, and you just drew us in 5 seconds. This show sucks. HBO Max, I don't understand how like they even decided, like, you know what, anime,
I think it's past, like, yeah, this is it.
Anime, this is it. Like, horror anime, and I wanted this to be so good because there's only 4 episodes and it was spooky season, and the only thing I got from this is
failed us.
Shit.
They failed us.
Next,
I haven't even seen this yet,
bro.
I tried to watch it on YouTube, but there were no subs on the thing I saw.
Yeah,
I watched the first episode. It's only 3 minutes long, like
minutes,
episodes are 3 minutes long, and it's everything that you would think the show would be about.
This is what I want. This is the show I want to watch.
The show starts off with the microphone guy opening his eyes, like first person vision. He's like, oh fuck, I'm a microphone. How did this happen? And then 2 seconds later, a girl is like mad close to the microphone, like about to talk. And he's like, oh. It's like, oh, pretty girl, and then she starts like, they're in like an ASMR club or something, and 3 minutes of just that kind of comedy. So if that's what you're into, it was pretty funny for the first episode. I haven't seen anything else though.
Yeah,
but it's 3 minutes. So I want to give you a cheap math. I'm gonna watch it, or I've been watching it. I just haven't kept up with it.
I don't even know. I don't know. I'll find it.
Yeah, you'll find it. You got a website, I'm sure you do.
I saw that there's 2 episodes of this out, but I haven't watched it yet because I didn't know that it came out.
Me either. I haven't watched it because I saw the score wasn't looking so great on Mal.
Wait, Eternal Boys is the microphone show.
No, Eternal Boys. This is the one where like they're like old men and they want to become idols.
Yeah, I'm not watching this show.
I might not watch this show based off of like me not even knowing that it came out.
Yeah, I might
already been
check
2
out
episodes.
the first episode and then I'll relay.
Okay.
I'm the guinea pig in the group.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it? What?
Is that it?
Can I?
Lookism hasn't come out yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on that one.
It's coming out next week, I think. I'm excited for that one. And then it's the Bleach Memorial Edition. I dropped it because I think I'm just gonna either read it or watch the OG, and then go from there.
We talk about how you're gonna the other anime you're watching.
The Berserk.
Oh
the
no!
Berserk
Memorial Edition. I dropped it.
Oh, here it is.
Watch
I
the
was like-
Netflix movies.
I was
I'm
like,
gonna
I was like,
watch.
hey, yo, what
I'm
the
gonna
heck?
watch the original, and then I'm probably gonna read the rest of it.
Yeah, this one, this one again. Like I said, I'm only gonna watch it if AK wants to watch it because it's just the remake of the movies, right?
Yeah. So
Pete said though that they did throw in some slideshows to his bereavement.
He did say that. Yeah, that doesn't make me want to watch it by myself anymore. So
Yeah. The minute Pete said that in the Discord, I was like, all right, I'm not gonna rewatch this.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you for being the guinea pig, but also Berserk is his everything.
Yeah. But yeah, that's our
All 2022 anime first impressions.
I got a W out of this because Seihai said he's gonna start Golden Kamuy. I know Chili's about to start Golden Kamuy.
Gang.
Pari's almost caught up, so we could continue season 4 when she's done with season 3. Yo, if you haven't noticed or if you haven't heard what I've been saying, everyone watch Golden Kamuy. You will. I can only sing praises for it. Yeah.
That is one of those shows that like I've never heard
Not
anybody
fun,
say
no
a
reason.
single bad thing about it. Like
Not one.
anybody that I know that has seen it has never said a bad thing about
So
Golden
unique
Kamuy.
too. Like they bring a lot of not only just the native group, but the Russian aspect. Because I didn't realize that there was an island above Japan that was so close to Russia and the whole Japan-Russia war. And there's so many different aspects that seem very random and abstract to have together, but fit so well together.
And if you like One Piece characters, you're gonna love this show because every character in Golden Kamuy is like a One Piece character, and how insane they are, how like weird and like crazy they are. But I love the show. There's so many good characters.
Some wild characters, I would say, but in terms of personality, yeah.
Yeah, it's grounded in realism, but it still gives you that anime. This is fucking ridiculous, but I'm going with it because it's so good. Like I love it. The show is amazing.
I'm in.
And everyone's gray, which is kind of also.
Ah, yes. Everyone, there is no black and white. It's.
You start off with like that's gonna be the bad guy, and then you
You're like,
start to know
wait a
more
fucking
about them, and then more characters that you're like you try to label as black and white, but you end up working with. Very good show. Very good show.
and they have jacked
I'm in.
like naked jacked men, right? Like if you
Bro,
have like
It's amazing how much they lean into like these super masculine men leaning into the homoerotica. That's what makes the show so funny and so good.
I was gonna say like I feel like
What
any
he does for guys, because I'm like I get it. Like it's so hilarious these moments.
It's
I
so
feel
funny.
like any show that has like funny like any I don't know any show that has naked jacked men like interacting with each other is like it has to be funny. Like
They
they,
have
they
because
always
they have
throw
to
like the
Be
fucking hilarious
comfortable
shit.
to write that.
Like
You
Grand
never
Blue.
see them do that. You never see anime that want to take that extra step because they're afraid, especially in shonen. Shonen hates to go that far because they don't want to paint any of their characters as gay, or unfortunately. But in this show, they have no problem doing that, and because they show so many experiences and like spectrums that it doesn't take away from the character. It just adds more.
I think it's
more-
because we're preaching about Golden Kamuy. The show is so comfortable and it's so raw. Like it doesn't shy away from like, oh yeah, this character is a man, but they want to be a girl, or this character is so like this one character only cares about having sex. Like he just wants to fuck. That's the only reason he's alive, because he just wants to fuck. And they say dick a lot in the show. They say boner a ton of time in the show. They say they have other like phrases They say have other phrases that talk about like sexual innuendos. It's a fucking amazing show. And
I just know I've seen the one clip of the guy like, oh, have you seen this person? And he's
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
and then he's like, oh yeah, he's right there.
yeah,
he's like,
So good,
oh
bro.
shit, wrong one.
Yeah. She just saw that episode today. It's so good. All right, you know what? Goodbye. I'm watching. Go watch Golden Kamuy. Let's go.
But
All
yeah,
right, guys,
that is all we got.
Yeah, that was our first impressions. Hopefully, you know what to drop and what to keep watching for the fall 2022 anime.
And the next time you see him, he'll be a shade blonder. So
I'll probably be more blonde. Yeah.
Gang.
But yeah, we're gonna keep watching Bleach. We're gonna keep watching Mob Psycho. We're gonna keep watching Golden Kamuy. We're gonna keep watching
Spy Family.
Spy Family, My Hero, To Your Eternity now that it's out officially. Blue Lock,
There's ones
Watch
that,
Peter
yeah.
Grill.
Peter Grill.
Watch Peter Grill. Watch Peter Grill. Oh, Witch of Mercury. Watch that, and then
Well, Witch of
Yeah,
Mercury.
I missed that
No, we
one.
talked
And,
about it.
Okay.
and then watch Peter Grill.
Yeah.
All right, wait. Hey, before we go though, what's like your so far for first impressions? What's your number one show for right now? Even though we're like 4 or 5 episodes deep for every anime.
Peter Grill? No.
Wait, let me see. Let me pull up my anime list real quick.
Oh man, I have a top 2.
Say hi. Stop capping. He said Farmer Boy.
Wow, my top 2 because I can't choose a first one is Witch of Mercury and Akiba Maid Wars.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say Bleach. I'm surprised, Chinn.
For which
Well, I knew what I was going to get with Bleach though, so that like I wasn't surprised by that.
True. What were you saying?
For Witch of Mercury, I really like the first episode.
Alright.
But now the whole school life stuff, I'm like, but the robots look great. I think for me, Spy Family and Golden Kamuy just hooked.
She's not there yet, but that's how I'm telling you. She's not even on season 4, and that's how much she's looking forward to season 4.
2 was amazing. Season 1 was amazing.
She hasn't even got to the. Yeah, she's halfway through season 3, and I know y'all remember that one video she took of me when I saw the climax of season 3 when I was like this to my laptop. You're gonna be like that. Don't even get me started. But anyways, Golden Kamuy is my number one.
What's your other one?
Honestly, this is probably a surprise to myself. I think I'm really invested in My Hero just because how crazy they started, how hot they started.
That was a surprise. Yeah.
I was gonna say Chainsaw Man, but like I think.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
But I think everyone's on the same wavelength with Chainsaw Man because no one really can be invested because it's a new anime and like we've heard a bunch of shit from the manga readers and blah blah blah. But so far, Chainsaw Man is feeling like any other shonen that's written by a 13-year-old boy, but the main character just wants to be like horny, So that's why My Hero. I got Mirko. I got some good emotional development and
The build up that you had.
yeah. So yeah.
And then Chili.
I'd probably say
Peter Grill.
Akiba Maid Wars because that.
Wow.
Haven't started yet, so
Akiba Maid Wars is up there.
Yeah.
It's not. I wouldn't say like this is like 1, 2, but these are probably my top 2 right now. Akiba Maid Wars and Do It Yourself. I love doing it.
Wow. Okay. Noted.
I love my slice of life.
Yeah.
Because I want to see that one. Yeah.
Yeah, is Akiba Maid Wars like it's like half slice of life, half
a
Shonen
comedy,
movie.
half shonen, half like a shooter, half 91 days, half like
The
maid
Godfather.
genocide, half Godfather slash.
All right, we gotta watch that. We gotta watch it right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up there.
But yeah,
But
if
thanks
you know.
for tuning in, guys, for seeing our
Yeah.
first impressions
See you next week.
on the YouTube platform.
I think. Are we gonna stream on Twitch for that game that AK suggested we do?
Yeah, we could do Twitch.
Yeah, so we can
probably.
do run polls in the chat. So yeah, next week, guys, we'll probably do a stream on Twitch to play a game with y'all.
I can,
And then
I
show
can
you
run
over
polls
to
here.
Yeah, for the most part, I think a lot of our review/preview/debate-esque
We want it to
streams.
live.
We want it to
so-
live on YouTube, so yeah, we'll be doing more YouTube streams. But next week on Twitch. But until then, we'll see y'all in the Discord. The link. Oh, you can run polls on.
Yeah, I can run polls pretty easily in this.
Oh shit.
But I could do it. I could do it in Twitch too. But watch
Well,
Peter Grill.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
debate.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Until
See you in the
next
Discord.
week. Yes.
Class dismissed.
Class dismissed. Watch Peter Grill,
Bye-bye.
guys. All right. Peace. Watch Peter Grill.